Okay, so one of the first things you're going to want to do with your new Investor Carrot website is make it look the way you want it to look. Just so you know, we've built these websites in a certain way based on our own testing for optimizing it for conversions and search engine optimization. Okay, so you should understand that the system that you have the day that you get it is this way for a reason. It's this way because it works and it converts. So don't think that you have to go and make your website look 100% different, okay? Because we've tested this and this format works, and this the way that things look this way for a reason, including the white background here, stuff like that. But things that we would really suggest that you go and change to make them look like they're your brand, to make it separate from other people, is there's a few things that are really quick and simple that you can do in under 10 minutes to make your website look a lot different. There's a few different elements. Number one, there's background image. Okay, so you can see here on this sample website, we've got a background image with some kind of brown stripes. The next thing is you've got your top navigation bar or your main navigation bar. In your main navigation bar, by default on your cash buyer or motivated seller sites is this blue. If you have a main branding site, you'll see it's red. Okay. And you'll also see on the main branding site, we've went ahead and made some of these changes on the main branding site so it looks different than the cash buyer and motivated seller. There is no background. On this, you can see that on your cash buyer and motivated seller, there's this little box around the outside. With a click of a mouse, I'm going to show you where that is. You can remove the box, just like we've done on the main company branding sites. So you can make these look any way you want them to look. And here, let's go ahead and dive in. So first thing you're going to do is log into your dashboard. And everything for the appearance, colors, logo, that kind of thing, it's all under the Appearance tab. So go ahead and navigate down there, click Appearance, and it's going to bring up first your logo area. Okay, so this is where you're going to go ahead and upload your logo if you have one. If you don't have a logo, don't worry about it. You can create a really simple logo online. You can have us create one for you with our logo service. Just go ahead and email us at support@oncarrot.com and we'll help you with that logo service. It's really affordable because a logo really does help to set apart your website and your business, but at the same time, don't worry about it. Don't spend more than $100 on a logo. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is if you have a logo, go ahead and come here and click Upload. Go ahead and select files and grab your logo off of your computer, or I'm just going to go ahead and select this one over here and I'm just going to drag it onto the screen. And you can see our system automatically accepts it when you drag it onto the screen in this area. This is drop files here. It's kind of fancy. So we added it to the screen. You can look at it. You can see it's uploaded there. There's a name there, that whole thing. And then we're just going to go ahead and put use this image. Okay, select use this image. And now you can see it swapped out the placeholder logo with our logo here. I'm going to go ahead and click Save Changes and go back and refresh this page so you can see automatically we put our logo there. It took about 15 seconds. Okay, so really quick and easy. That's step one. Step two, let's change the color of this main navigation bar. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is you can either hover over the styling and layout tab and you can see all these options open up here, or I like to just go ahead and click it and it brings them all down there. Okay, so click the styling and layout, and this is where you're going to dive in and really change things that you want changed. Or if you don't want to change many things, you don't have to. We have customers who all they do is upload their logo and customize their content, and they don't do anything else, and they're getting leads. So I just want to make sure that you realize that throwing in a different background image or putting a different background color or changing the color on your headlines may affect conversion negatively, or it may help it, who knows. But the thing is, those little things don't matter all that much. So just try to make your website look simple, put a logo on there, change the colors, and those are the three big things: logo, color of your navigation bar, and background if you want to. So what we're going to show right now is how to change the color of this navigation bar right here. Okay, like I said, it starts out being blue, and you'll see when we hover over the navigation bar, there's a little bit lighter color of a blue that comes up. I'm going to show you how to update that too, all in under a couple minutes. So styling and layout, scroll down to primary navigation. And this is where we can change the look and feel of this primary navigation bar. So you can see here's the background color. Here's the navigation font style. So if you don't like the way that this font looks, if you want a different style of font, this is where you'll choose that. Here's the hover color hover background color. So what we mean by that is when we hover over this, you see that lighter blue I was talking about? That's what the hover background color is. So we can change that as well. So let's say that our colors for our company are green. Okay, go ahead and click this color box. Drag down, find the green that's the color that you want it to be. Let's say you're a darker green and this is about it. Pick the one that's close. Go ahead and click Save Changes. Go to your website, and I always like to open up my website in a different tab so I can make the changes and then bounce right over and look at the changes. So go ahead and refresh that page so the changes can take effect, and you can see right there now it's green. Okay, so let's say this green isn't quite the green you hoped it would be. Let's say you want it to be a little bit darker. All you got to do is come back, go to background color, drag this to be a little bit darker. Let's go ahead and click Save Changes again. Refresh your page so the changes take effect, and you can see it's darker green now. So let's say that that's the green that you want. The next thing we need to do is, I always like to make it so the hover color is a little bit lighter color than your background color. So let's change it to a green. So scroll down, we're going to change that hover color, and we're going to go grab green again. And let's say we're going to make it a little bit lighter green than your actual background, so it's got a cool effect. Select it, Save Changes, refresh, and now we're going to see when I hover over, there's a little bit lighter color green. So we went ahead and changed the look and feel of that navigation bar, and it's now green. It looks the way we want it to. We've uploaded the logo. The next thing is, you'll see once again on this website, we have this striped background in here. Okay, your website by default will come with a gray background. If you don't like that gray background, we're going to show you how to change the background. So once again, in Appearance, Styling and Layout, what you're going to go ahead and do is go to General Styling. Okay, so General Styling is where you take care of your background. And right now, once again, we have this striped background uploaded in here, but I'm going to delete this striped background out of here. So click that little red button. So that's gone. And let's say you just want to make it a color. You don't want to make it an image at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and make this a black background. So I just dragged, same thing I did with the background color before. Click this little color box, drag it to the color you want. And once again, you've got this little right sidebar. So this is where you'll choose your main color. So there's reds, purple, blue, turquoise, green, yellow, back to red. So first of all, you'll drag it to the color type you want, and then use this one right here to select the specific color. Okay, so I'm going to select black once again. Click Save Changes. Go over here, refresh, and you'll see the background color of this website is now black. And that all happened in just a matter of seconds. And you can see just the dramatic look and feel, the change that you see that you have made here just with the logo, the background color here, and a black background. So let's assume once again that you want a different color. Let's say you want it to be kind of a gray. Select the gray, click Save Changes. I'm just going to refresh so you can see the changes. So all these changes are happening pretty quickly. One really cool feature is that you can upload a background image. And I'm just going to go ahead and go to our Help section. And we have a page in there with some background images for you. So I'm just going to do image, type that, and let's see, okay, sample background images. And here's the page with sample background images that you can use that we've already created here for you. So you can scroll down, and we've got about 10 different background images that you can use really quickly and easily. Argyle, fabric, one plaid fabric, one we call farmer, Ice Age, one that looks like leather, paper, perforated leather, plaid, clouds, and the striped one that we had before. So I'm going to say that we want to put in this background that's kind of like paper. So you like this one, go ahead and select the URL below here, highlight it, and copy it. So right click and copy. Okay. And now go back to your dashboard where you were in Appearance, Styling and Layout, General Styling, and go ahead and paste that URL right in there. Okay. All we got to do is click Save Changes. And this works the same way if you have your own background image. So you can see right there I refreshed, and that paper-looking background image is now in there. Let's say you wanted to put one with clouds in here. Go to the clouds, select the URL below it, right-click, copy. Once again, go back to Appearance, Styling, Layout where you were before. Go ahead and paste that in there. Click Save Changes, and go check it out. Refresh and see what it looks like. So you can see there's clouds in there now. We have customers who actually upload high quality images of their city here. So when someone comes in here, there's actually the background image of your city back there. So that's a really cool way to snazz up your website just using backgrounds. Okay, the last thing I'm going to show you is this little boxed layout right here. This is called a boxed layout. And you noticed before how in our main branding sites, the way they come by default is with no box around it and just with a white background. It just makes it look a little bit different. So what we're going to do there is let's turn this box layout off. Okay, so once again, go into Appearance, Styling and Layout, and click Boxed Layout. And it's simple. All we have to do is enable or disable this box layout. Let's go ahead and check mark it. I'm going to disable it. Click Save Changes. I'm going to go back, refresh, and you're going to see that box is gone and our background image now is showing behind there. Of course, this wouldn't look very good to have clouds as the background here without the box there. So just to finish this up, I'm going to go back to General Styling where my background stuff is. I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Save Changes, and I'm just going to make this a really light gray with this box layout. And you'll see what dramatic difference this is going to make here. So now we've got the box layout. We've got a little bit gray, and that's actually a little bit too dark. So I'm going to lighten that puppy up a little bit. And that's the beauty of this system, guys, is that you can toy with stuff until you find the way that you want it to look. So it doesn't have to be perfect that first time you make the edit. Go back, and if you don't like the color, drag it to a different color, drag it to a different color, save until you find that perfect fit. And the cool thing is with this system, once again, that you never have to touch any code ever. It's all drag and drop, choosing stuff that you want. So this website looks great now, and you can see it's a huge difference from before. Before, it had the box around it, it had a background, had a blue navigation bar, and that's the biggest impact you can make with your website right there, is doing those several things. Upload a logo, change your colors to your company colors, and if you want to change your background image, you can. You don't have to. There are other things that you can do with changing the look and feel of your website. Everything on here can be changed through your Appearance, Styling, and Layout tab. So if you don't like the font that's used on your website, let's say you want to use a Times New Roman, you would just go ahead and go to one of these pages for choosing your font, Posts and Pages, or typography right there. If you don't like the color of your things right there, or the color of your words, just go ahead and change that stuff. Okay, so if you don't like the color, once again, of your general text, and you want it to be I'm just going to save this, and you want it to be a purple, just go ahead and drag it to purple, which I highly suggest you do not use purple. Okay, that's not going to help you with conversions at all. But if you wanted to do that, you can see right there it updated that color on this box to purple. Okay, so that's once again, that's just really quick ways to update that kind of stuff. Drag and drop on the fly, and you can do that with all kinds of stuff. If you don't like the color of this button, the orange, go here to links and buttons and change the color, the button color. Once again, the last thing I'm going to finish off here with is reminding you that you don't need to overcomplicate this process. Your goal of your website is not to win an award for design. Your goal of your website is to generate leads for your real estate investment business. And we built this to generate leads for your real estate investment business. And here's a website that I actually built for my own business, KlamafallsApartments.net, and you can see that I made hardly any updates to this website look and feel from default. I kept the same background, kept the same colors. All I did was change the image back here, which go into the help section and type hero section, or the word hero, and that'll show you how to change this image. But all I did was change the image and update my content. This website was ranking on page 1 for a term that gets a lot of searches within a week, and we got our first lead within 8 days of buying the domain name. So don't overcomplicate the process, trust the process, and make it easy on yourself. So that's how you quickly and easily change the look and feel of your website.